Welcome to Zotch. I'm Motch,
And I'm Zach, aka Higgins.
and we like football
And alcohol.
and alcohol. We'll start off with a bit of an introduction to our little Zotch channel. We'll have tipping videos. We'll have game day vlogs. We'll have what else are we gonna have?
We'll probably have some drinking games, some challenges in there. We could do tier lists if you like.
Yeah, tier lists.
Many
ranking
other
videos.
AFL stuff. We can call out some YouTubers if you'd like.
Yeah. Start our boxing career with against
Studi and
Studi.
Cardman.
Yeah. Call that Cardman specifically. Yeah. So would you?
I guess you got to say what team we go for.
Oh yeah. I am a Western Bulldogs supporter.
And I am a Freo supporter.
No, I don't think you're a Freo supporter.
Nah, it's jokes. I'm a Port Adelaide supporter.
He's clearly a Port fan.
Yep.
Given
You
by
can see the
the
wall.
that's an odd one out in this house.
No. You're the odd one out in this house.
That's what I just said. I said I'm the odd one out in this house.
I thought you said that about me. I'm
No,
like, what
I
the
said
fuck?
I'm the odd one out in this house. Should we begin from Thursday night
Oh, no,
last week,
do not remind me, Motch.
where Port Adelaide happened to lose to the Essendon Football Club.
Match fixed.
It was not match fixed.
Sudi is correct. There is some match fixing.
Why was it match fixed, Higgins?
Well, clearly, every time they mark the ball, the umpire's like, play on. We fucking marked the ball.
Yeah, because the ball did not go 15
It
meters.
was. There's lots of ones that were within 15 or more than 15 meters. Play on.
I think that's a bit of bias because I feel like the umpires were were really good on Thursday night, and
Yeah. You know, you're right. You know, there's just a bit of the Port bias coming through me. But otherwise, I'd say that was more Port playing shit and Essendon playing a bit better.
yeah. Well, I mean, like if you lose to Essendon, of course your team's playing shit.
Yeah, but like, it's not... I don't think that's going to be continuous.
Well, we'll see against St Kilda this week.
Well... Mate, we got this in the bag, mate. St Kilda? Adelaide Oval? I'm dead.
Yeah, that's true. St Kilda do not play well at Adelaide Oval, as you can see by the Crows the other week.
Yep. The Crows are doing well this season, I'll give it to them.
Yeah,
But like,
They're-
they've got baby fixture, so...
they got baby fixture. What does baby fixture mean?
Well,
Higgins?
they're versing North Melbourne twice. They're versing the Demons like twice. They're versing the fucking Eagles twice. They're versing all the shit teams.
Yeah, true.
We gotta see how they go against a good side. I still think they'll do alright, but I don't see them in the top four. As many people are saying.
I think
right
this
now.
week it'll be a good test against Gold Coast. I think both of them are going quite well at the moment.
Yeah, but Gold Coast, they've done that a few times. They've done well a
Yeah.
few times past season. They think they're gonna make the finals, and then
They do like starting off well and kaplutting,
well, that's
as
'cause
Higgins would call it.
yeah.
And should we move to Friday night?
Yeah. Friday night was a good night for you, wasn't
Friday
it?
night was a great night for me.
Not so great for Richmond Gorringe.
Richmond Hawthorn Bulldogs Orange.
That's correct.
But I admittedly I didn't watch much of the game on Friday night. I was quite busy, but watching the replay the next day, I was quite pleased with my team.
Yeah, I watched the whole match.
Yeah.
A bit of a fake fan watch. You didn't.
Oh, I had I had a birthday, so I couldn't.
Okay.
I couldn't
Fair
go
enough.
to it.
Fair enough.
Couldn't watch it, rather. I definitely could not go to it, as we're not Melbourne based.
What
But
was the What was the score? Was it 18, 20 points?
It was 2 goals, off memory. It was 2 goals. We came back. We were losing at halftime. I think at one point we were losing by 36 points.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, so that was a good comeback. Carlton seem to be starting quite some games pretty early, and then they're
Carlton.
no, they're not sure what's happening with them. They're going a bit. That after half time, they seem to be going home.
Yeah, they're a bit sleepy, and P. Cripps, I swear, if he gets Brownlow again, I'm gonna be pretty pissed off.
I'm not quite sure he's going to get much votes at the start of the season.
No, like he doesn't do any. He hasn't done much really, and they keep putting him in the ruck. Like,
Yeah, I don't think he's a ruckman personally. I think he's actually a midfielder, but
why they keep putting him in the ruck?
I'm not sure. I think I think it all goes down to the Michael Voss just being a really bad coach.
Yeah.
I think I listened to some of the pre-game and not pre-game, well, pre-game interviews, but post-game interviews normally, and he's just not really good. He's just likes to put the blame and everything else. Doesn't take any accountability for himself.
Well, like when they sub off Tom de Koning.
Did they? I don't think.
Yeah, no, they did. They subbed him off towards the end of the game.
Oh, really?
And
yeah.
apparently St Kilda's offering him millions now.
I've heard that. I heard St Kilda offering about 8 million for 12 years. What do you think about that? Do you think?
I think he should take that. To be honest.
Yeah. I think if you're offering.
I mean, you're not gonna win a flag, but are you gonna win a flag at Carlton?
You're not gonna win a flag at Carlton. I don't think you're not gonna win a flag at St Kilda either. But I think if a team's offering you that sort of money, you should probably take it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, a few other players, have a bit more integrity that shouldn't do that.
I think Black Butters might.
No, we'll talk about this later. This is a bit of a heated contention. We got to get through the round, otherwise we won't get through the round.
Yeah, true. We'll move on to Saturday afternoon.
Who was the Saturday?
So we started off at the MCG between Melbourne and
Melbourne and North Melbourne.
No, Melbourne and Gold Coast. North Melbourne played against Adelaide.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking about the week before.
Yeah.
The D's lost to fucking
that was a great moment because I obviously don't like the Demons very much. But, so we Gold Coast at the MCG. I don't think a lot of people expected them to be as good performing as they did at the MCG. I think to be able to beat a team by 60 points.
Yeah,
and that was a pretty good effort.
Yeah,
I think Anderson and Rao, they're performing really good.
I'll be honest, I don't know who they are.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Is that Gold Coast players?
They're two
good.
Gold Coast players.
Okay, good. Now I know.
It's okay, I think. Yeah, I just think that Gold Coast are doing pretty well. What do you feel about that?
I mean, I haven't really watched any of the Gold Coast games, but I don't think I've ever really watched one except when they versed Port. But from what I'm seeing with the score, they're producing some good results.
Yeah, they're playing well.
Was it Damien Hardwick?
Damien Hardwick is their coach.
Richmond coach. He's doing wonders for them, I think.
He's doing great.
But we'll see their test against Crows this week. It's really a test match between those two.
A test match?
Yeah.
They're playing cricket, are they?
Yeah, they're playing a bit of cricket, yeah.
Yeah. But Melbourne, I'm not sure what's going on with them. They're just not playing.
The Demons.
I thought they were doing pretty well. They nearly beat Giants a couple of weeks ago, and then...
Yeah. Nah, was it fucking... I know, I saw a bit of the highlights, but more so on the Demon side, not highlights, but shit highlights. Then Petrarca's just arguing with the umpires and stuff like that. All the leadership is...
He clearly does not want to be in that team anymore.
Yeah, I don't... Isn't he signed on to 27?
He...
Or 29, I can't remember.
Something like that, but...
He should break that contract.
He has to break that contract.
I know, that
Oliver doesn't want to do anything.
Yeah. I know, that The Demons, I don't know. I don't rate them ever. Like, the one time they won the grand final a few years around that,
Yeah.
they were right, but the rest of the time, they're fucking bottom two side most of their history.
Yeah, they've only just had a couple of years where they've been quite alright, but normally they're not quite good. I think that Max Gorn is a bit. He's a soft captain, isn't he? Just.
Oh, he's a bit of a softie, but like, he's alright.
Yeah, he's alright.
I don't really know much about the Demons either.
Did you tip the Demons in that game?
No, I didn't. I tipped the Gold Coast.
Yeah, well, good. Yeah.
The Demons, I don't like them. I don't know. They just seem poo.
I tipped Gold Coast as well. I thought that was good clock from us, but
Yeah, that was a good clock. Will the only one. Oh, Heath tipped them as well.
Yeah, in our tipping competition, there was only 3 people that tipped Gold Coast that week. But yeah, that's like I think I'm actually at the bottom of that tipping comp right now, so we don't want to.
Yeah, you've done a few silly tips in there.
We'll get to that in a second because we're gonna move on to the Richmond St Kilda game.
Yeah.
That was quite a blowout.
Yeah, I don't know. What were you thinking tipping Richmond?
I was 3-0 on the week. I was 3 for 3. I was 3 for 3 on the week. I just saw that Jack Steele was laid out, their captain, and I just thought maybe Richmond had it in them, but no, obviously.
Guys, you'll see this later, but this guy keeps calling me. We'll put it later in the podcast.
Yeah, so I tipped Richmond. Everyone else tipped St Kilda, but Richmond were doing pretty well until half time, and then they're holding in there, and they're just.
I know Jack Higgs is a good player.
Jack Higgins is a great player, former Richmond player.
Related to me.
They are related.
Yeah, distant.
Yeah, but yeah, they were just Richmond just. They went like Carlton in the last half. They just went to sleep and conceded 12 or something goals in the second half. 12, 18 goals, something like that.
Yeah.
And they ended up losing by 80 odd to St Kilda.
Fucking St Kilda.
Yeah, the St Kilda aren't great. They're gonna get smashed this week against Port Adelaide.
Yep. I don't know. If Port don't smash him by 100 points, I'm gonna be pretty mad.
That's a big call.
It's gotta be minimum 60 points.
All right.
If it's not more than that, I don't think we're going far.
Yeah. Okay.
Potentially.
If we can get to our big calls later if you want to continue talking about that.
Yeah.
But we'll get to Saturday night.
So Hawks and GWS and Brisbane and Geelong.
Yeah, 2 probably of the best games of the round.
Yep.
On at the exact same time.
Yeah.
And that is a bit annoying.
The fixturing is pretty shit this year.
I don't know how you can decide to not even have them half an hour apart. You put them the exact same time, and that means you miss at least one game because you can't watch both.
I mean, yeah. I don't really like watching the Cats anyway, but I'm a bit sick of them.
But I tipped Geelong. I don't know what I was thinking with that one either, but I just thought they're gonna bounce back. You can't lose to St Kilda and not bounce back.
Okay, but the thing is, Brisbane, this was the last 6 games they've been fucking down and they come back. Brisbane are the comeback team. Then you can't beat them.
In 2025, Brisbane are the comeback team, and even last year in the final series prelim, we saw
this is the same thing happened
in the prelim and the semi-final as well against GWS.
Same team with as well against Cats.
Yep. But that was a pretty good game. It was until the very end, but I feel like the better game was over in Tasmania for the Hawthorn Giants.
Yep. Me and Motch tipped the Giants, but fortunately the wind helped Tasmania.
The wind helped.
The Hawks.
Yeah. the wind and the umpires, but we'll get back to that later.
Yeah, I know. I didn't get to watch enough of that match,
But-
so
So we both tipped Giants. I feel like that was probably not the wisest decision, considering Hawthorn's record in Tasmania.
yeah. I initially was going with the Hawks because of their record in Tasmania,
Yeah.
but then the Motch gave me some hints that GWS has got 3.
I
players
talked him
coming
out
back.
of it, so that's my fault. That's my fault. I talked him out of it, but what can you do?
Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, no, it's actually my fault for changing my decision.
Yeah.
It's alright.
You can't blame your tips on anyone else. They're
Yeah.
they're your own decision,
Yeah.
aren't they?
That's true.
And you got anything else to say about the Saturday night games?
I know I didn't watch much of the Hawks.
Yeah.
And, Giants game. Who were the best players of those?
I feel like in the you got to hand it to Hawthorn's defence in that game.
Yeah.
You had James Sicily, Josh Battle, Tom Barras, all those guys, Josh Weddle, all those guys just really performing and keeping the scores down.
Yeah.
Every time Giants went inside their 50, they were just denied. It was it was great to watch. I love watching defence in games. And you got to hand it to Jesse Hogan, the Coleman medalist last year. His first game back after breaking his thumb on a bus door. I thought you'd like that.
That's funny. That's good.
Yeah, he kicked 4 goals in his first game back, so
That's good. That's good.
it was good. But so I guess we can move on to
Sunday.
Sunday afternoon. I get Crows versus North Melbourne.
Yeah, you went to that.
I went to that match. Yeah,
A few of the other friends went there to
We-
spy.
Yeah, we had a friend I Spy go to that game as well. That's a little nickname for them. But yeah, it was nice to watch that game. I haven't been to a football game for a little bit because it's obviously I don't get to go much because my team is in a different state to where I live in. But yeah, it was a good experience. Crows are a good team to watch because they like to score a lot.
Yep, they do.
And North Melbourne are just like a nice, young and exciting team. So
No, North Melbourne didn't. They didn't do too bad against.
they
the
did
Crows,
pretty well. They held in there.
considering North's track record.
And despite the umpires giving North Melbourne a bit of help, but they were
Did
it was quite bad in that game.
I only saw the ending of the game. I didn't see the.
There were
start.
some really shocking calls in that game, but hey, Tex Walker back at his best, kicking.
How many?
He kicked 4 goals, 4 and a bit. He missed a couple. He was actually he could have kicked a lot more, but he just kept dropping the ball and
Yeah.
he had butterfingers for the whole game.
We like to call Tex Walker Taylor Boakes.
Yeah, Taylor Boakes. That's his little name for him.
We'll show you. I'll play the clip of the reason why, right now.
Yeah, but who else performed in that game? You had Nick Larkey, another Coleman medalist, but not Coleman medalist, but Coleman medalist like contention for this year. He kicked 4 goals. And the midfield was great. Rory Laird with 250th game. He had a lot of the ball.
Didn't he run out to the Gnomes?
There was gnomes out for him to run out with because I think the joke is that he looks like a gnome. I think that's the joke.
Yeah, I clocked that one.
Yeah, you clocked that one. That was good. And North Melbourne just they've been playing well, and I'm excited to see how North Melbourne go this week. I think they versus Sydney at Saturday night.
Yeah, that'd be interesting considering how Sydney's in a bit of a weird situation.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
They haven't been performing well. They nearly beat Freo. Oh no, they did beat Freo. I mean, they nearly lost to Freo.
Freo should have won that.
They lost to Brisbane. They lost to Hawthorn, which that is 2 hard games. So you can't. Yeah. They got pretty close.
Sorry guys, the dog needs the ball thrown.
Do I keep talking? Or?
Yeah, you keep talking. You go.
Yeah, we edit that out. Yeah. I think Sydney just need to I think this week will be a good challenge for them. If they lose to North Melbourne, that's probably it for them. I just don't think that they're gonna come back from that.
It would be nice to see North Melbourne smash a good team. Well, they won't smash them, but they might win by. They could win by a goal.
If North Melbourne, it'd be good to see if North Melbourne win this week. But Sydney, if I wouldn't count them out if they lose, because 2017 I think it was, they started 0-6 or something, and
that's like 8 years ago.
But I'm just saying, they 0-6 or something, and they made finals, and they even won a final. They smashed Essendon that year.
Who they got still from that year?
I don't think they've got a single player from that year.
Yeah, they haven't even got the same coach either.
No, they have.
Not there anymore.
They have Heaney. He was there.
How is that? He's like first year or something.
Second year, I think his first was 2016,
Okay.
which is a good year as well. But I wouldn't count out Sydney. I think they're good players. Good. They only just got a new coach. They just want to warm up to the new coach because they obviously had a succession plan with Longmire leaving.
Mm.
But yeah, it's pretty good. And then what do we got next? We got Freo versus
Eagles.
Which
Was there any point watching that game?
I don't think if you're a WA fan, I don't think you'd want to watch that because if you're not from WA, I don't think you'd want to watch that because that it's just awful to watch. I think Freo are just playing boring football at the moment.
Yeah, and I was expecting more from them, and a lot of the media were expecting more of them.
I was expecting them to smash them, but West Coast were pretty in it the whole game. It was only about 30 points.
West Coast gave it to the Lions like last week.
Yeah, they did. But then they got killed by Gold Coast. So.
Yeah.
Didn't they?
Yeah.
But, yeah. So I think in that game, it was Caleb Sarong got I forgot what the best on ground, the derby. It's like called the Glendenning Award or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's actually a best and fairest award. I don't know. There is an award called that, but Caleb Sarong won his fourth one in his just young age of 24 or something. So that was pretty good.
That's good by him.
Yeah, and then obviously not West Coast. They tried their best. It's just their best isn't good enough. I think at the moment they're asking for a priority pick in the draft.
Yeah, who are they trading that with?
No, that priority means that they.
Oh, okay.
They get that for free.
Yeah.
And because they're bad.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I don't think they deserve it, because they've only been bad for a couple of years. But anyway, I guess that's all we can probably say about that game because I did not watch that game.
Mm.
I don't think anyone else did.
Nah, I didn't watch it.
But we can move on to our tips for this week.
Yep.
Yes, we will head into our tips now.
Yep.
So Collingwood and Carlton, who do you got?
Well, I've got Collingwood by about 7 points, but I think I'm gonna change that to 2 goals, so 12 points.
Yeah. I've gone with Collingwood as well. I just feel like Collingwood, they're playing alright. I feel like they only just beat Bulldogs.
Yeah.
But like they lost to Giants by quite a lot. But they smashed Port Adelaide and then they.
Yeah, I'm going off that too much. I think maybe, but like.
Carlton are just not playing well.
Yeah.
They're.
Collingwood will come over the top because Carlton can't play 2 halves. They can only play 1.
But if Carlton can get their shit together and play the second half, then I feel like they can win this because it's hard to see Carlton going 4 games in a row.
Yeah, I do see your point, but then again, like, I don't know. I also can't see them winning.
Yeah, obviously, that's why I tipped Collingwood. I can't see them winning either, but winning either. But for the next game, I think we can, I think we're all going to tip Geelong against Melbourne.
Yeah, no way you tip the Demons.
No way you're tipping the Demons in that game, especially in Geelong.
Yeah,
If at the MCG, maybe, but that's still no. But but especially in Geelong, they're not going to win.
No, they're definitely not going to win that game.
No. For Geelong, how much you gonna tip Geelong by?
I reckon Geelong 40 points.
Yeah. I reckon the same.
That's comfortable.
I reckon 40. I reckon I'll go with 47. I think 47.
Yeah.
They'll go good.
Yep. Alright. So we got the People First Stadium match against
Shit name, by the way.
It is
People
crap
First Stadium.
He's got Gold Coast against the Crows. No, Gold Coast, they do quite well at home.
They do quite well at home. It's hard to see them lose at home.
But then again, have they reversed their hoodoo?
But normally they're bad away and good at home, but they've lost their 2 away games.
They've won their 2.
I mean, they won their 2 away games. I mean,
have they played at home yet?
No, they have not. They were going to, but
yeah,
it'll
be interesting to see how that goes.
Yeah, but then saying that, I've tipped the Crows this week because I think they're just playing too good of a football to lose right now.
Yeah. I know. Port Sport, I can't tip the Crows.
Yeah, obviously you can't tip the Crows, but I feel like this is anyone's game. I feel like whoever loses this, I feel like it means more to if Gold Coast lose this than if Crows lose this, because I feel like Gold Coast just need to, win at home.
Yeah. If Gold Coast don't win at home, I do think maybe it's a sign that...
Because this is like the first... Crows...
I mean, it's still early days.
It's still early days, but this is the first, team that we've known are performing, and it's their first... Gold Coast's first test against it, isn't it? And it's also... You got to say the same thing about the Crows. It's their first test as well.
Yeah, either teams haven't really come across anyone too hard. So you could have argued for the Demons, but no.
No. This is the real 50-50 match. Well, you can say that about the Demons because it was at the MCG and Gold Coast just don't win there, do they?
Yeah, that's true. But off how they're performing.
Yeah, obviously. But
next match is Tigers Lions.
Oh, I forgot to mention for the Crows. I think Crows are going to win by. I reckon it's about 10 points. They'll win by.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Gold Coast? Your tip?
They'll win by a goal or two, I reckon, as well.
Yeah.
So Richmond versus Brisbane. I don't think we even need to say.
No. I think we.
How much though? How much?
I reckon Brisbane probably. I'm tipping Brisbane by 65.
Okay, I reckon we do this for this one because it's so obvious who's going to win. That might come back to bite us. But whoever gets closest to the margin wins, and the other person has to do. It gets the minus point or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
For our little tally thing.
Yeah.
I reckon Brisbane. 66.
Well, I
said
I said 65. So
I didn't. I thought you said 60. Okay, that's shit. All right. I'll say 72.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. You go 60.
Yeah.
All right. North Melbourne and the Swans. We talked about this matchup.
We did already talk about this one today. I'm going with North Melbourne for this game. I just feel like they've just been playing some good football, and I feel like Sydney Sydney need this challenge right now. I think that North Melbourne are just gonna prove to everyone why they've improved.
Yeah.
They need this game to.
I think I've tipped Sydney. I just think I don't see North Melbourne winning that game against Sydney.
Yeah.
Sydney, even though they're doing a bit crap at the moment, they've come across good teams. They were in the Premiers last year. North's bottom.
They were in the grand final. They were
in the Premiership.
They're not in the Premiership.
Okay, well, you know what I'm fucking saying.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So yeah, I've tipped Sydney. I reckon by 3 goals.
Yeah, I'm gonna tip North Melbourne by 4 goals.
North Melbourne by 4.
North Melbourne are gonna win by 4 goals. That's my big call. North Melbourne are gonna win them.
Alright.
And it's gonna be much more during the game, but Sydney are gonna come back and close the score a bit.
Alright. Okay, so we got another shit matchup. There's a few shit matchups this one. GWS versus West Coast.
Yeah.
At Engie Stadium as well.
Engie?
Engie? I don't know the fuck
I
you
think
say.
it's NG. I think it's NG. I don't
Alright,
know. I
NG
think it's
sounds...
NG. It's just another shit stadium name.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tip West Coast. I feel that's obviously a joke. I'm tipping GWS.
Yeah.
I'm tipping GWS by 72 points.
I can GWS by 60.
Yeah, alright.
So similar margin to Brisbane and Richmond. Alright. Port Adelaide versus St Kilda at Adelaide Oval. I think we know who's winning that.
Well, I'm tipping Port. Obviously, he's tipping Port.
Yeah.
But I think he thinks that Port, if they don't smash...
Well, not necessarily, like, I'm not sure the margin, but, like, if they don't beat them by at least four or five goals, I'm not going to be happy.
Yeah.
And I don't think most Port would be happy either.
I'm going to tip Port by 12 points.
12 points.
I think that the Port should be winning this game by a lot more. I just don't think they will. Because I think that there's just a lot of pressure around the football club right now, and I just...
Yeah, there's a lot. Especially, they're considering playing Zach Butters.
Wait, yeah, which is a bit...
It's a bit stupid. I hope they don't play him because we're going to win this. Okay, if we have Zach Butters, then we should smash him. But we don't have Zach Butters, and it's a win. We only need the win, really. So, save him for later. We need the cavalry for later.
Especially when you've got a big game against Hawthorn next week with the gather round.
Yeah, that's going to be a big game. I think Port is going to bring up another step to that game just because of that.
Yeah.
That new rivalry with Hawks, really, like, especially from that last Rivals game, it's going to be a pretty electric game, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit feisty. I think there'll be a bit of push and shove for her.
Yeah. There was a brawl. There was a brawl last finals. One of my friends was a Hawks supporter. He was sitting on the Adelaide Hill. And some other like Hawks guys, like small accounts, some big Port guy, and tried to punch him, and then the whole massive brawl came out of that.
God.
So he had to get out of there. So he was safe, that's all right. But that was when Sicily missed that goal.
Yeah.
And in that game, the umpires handed them 4 goals.
Why did he say that?
Well, they called Port. They gave him free kicks because they said Ilialia pushed this. This is one example. I can't remember all the rest of them, but I remember during the game being upset about that. But Ilialia pushed the guy and he fucking barely touched him, and they count as a push, and they got a free goal from that.
Yeah, but I can't remember personally about that game, but I was at that game and I was supporting Hawthorn.
Yeah.
And I was having a good time till they lost. So.
Yeah.
But we'll move on to the next game.
Well, how much do you think Port? So you said.
Oh yeah, I said 12 points. What do you reckon?
Ideally, I'm gonna be realistic and say 30, about 30.
Yeah, that's good.
That's like no more than I don't think. I'd love them to be more than that, but I don't think it will be.
Yep. Should we move to the?
Yep. Okay, so this is your team.
There's my team, the Bulldogs. They go up against Fremantle in Perth. Optus Stadium.
Yep.
And I'm not gonna go about this any other way. I'm tipping the Bulldogs. We're gonna win. And I think we're gonna win by about 4 or 5 goals.
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking about it still because I've got Freo here tipped at Optus Stadium because it's Optus Stadium.
Yeah.
And Freo are supposed to be good, but they're not at the moment, are they?
But
and Bulldogs, they win scrappy fights.
Yeah. They're right now the Bulldogs. Then they're not supposed to be good because
I know.
Obviously we have
because you got Bontempelli out.
We have Bontempelli out. We have Treloar out. We got Waitman out. We got Jamara obviously out. We got just so many just key players out.
You got the Lobster.
Yeah, the Lobster is in the team. Yeah. He's the blue hair idiot.
No, but he's not blue hair idiot anymore. No, he's a lobster.
Yeah, he's got a lobster on the back of his head now. So, now, Richmond Hawthorn Bulldogs Orange is now blue hair idiot, isn't he?
Yeah, At least you still got a blue-haired idiot.
Yeah. But,
Oh, guys, playing. Shit podcast.
what we were saying?
We're talking about the players that Bulldogs are missing.
Yeah, the Bulldogs are missing just so many key players, and but they're playing. They're playing well. They're playing the young kids, and the young kids are performing. So I just feel like this is the exact game that we go over there and we win that sort of thing. That's the Bulldogs' way to do. And I just I obviously if we lose, I'm not surprised, and I'm also not upset given what the team's like right now.
I know. I still feel like they're playing quite well with their considering what they're doing, and they're putting 100% effort in, which is well, I can't say the same for Port right now.
They should have beat Collingwood. But right now they're bad umpires away from being 3-0.
Yeah, no, I was watching that Collingwood game. They should have won that game.
Yeah.
Fucking baby Dacos. Jesse's trying to get the ball from under the sink.
Yeah, but baby Dacos. Is that what baby Dacos sounds like?
That's what Dacos sounds like.
Yeah.
They stopped the whole game just because he was like walking off or something.
Yeah, they're just they just want to make sure little Dacos is okay.
Yeah, but any other person gets injured, let's play on.
Yeah. So with the first game, I tipped Collingwood by 18.
Yep, I've got them by 12. And
then we got Geelong. With about 45 points, 40 points.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
I tipped Gold Coast.
Yeah, I tipped Crows by a couple of goals. I think Crows are going to win.
Yep, I got Gold Coast had a couple of goals as well. Obviously, we got Brisbane. I got them at 72. You got them at 65.
Yeah, 65 points for the Brisbane this week.
And then I've got Sydney by, did I say three goals?
And I got North Melbourne by 4 goals.
Yep. And you got GWS, I said 60 points.
I think I said 72
or
something like that.
Basically did opposite of Brisbane.
Yeah.
I got Port a 30, I reckon.
Yeah, and I think Port by a couple of goals. I think Port by 2 goals.
Yeah. And then Freo, I'm still deciding whether I'll go with them. I reckon Freo by a goal or 2 goals.
Yeah, I think Bulldogs by 4 goals. So there's our tips. We'll let whoever has the least amount of tips for
next week. It's a punishment next week.
And should we reveal what the punishment's going to be?
I think we'll let you guys find out. You'll see.
Yeah.
Punishment. It's a bit more interesting. Give you a bit of mystery.
We'll let you find out. So there's our tips. Yeah. And we'll move on
to the next segment.
Next segment, which is going to be our big calls.
Yeah, big calls.
So we'll do our bold call. So what's your first bold call, Zach?
My first bold call is Nick Dacos will break his leg.
Yeah, is that what you think's happening? Why do you think such thing?
He's just a little pussy.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. I'm gonna go to my next call, which is also Collingwood related. I think that they're gonna get a bit of help from the umpires again.
Yeah, they always get the help at the MCG, don't they?
Yeah, and I feel like they're only gonna win this game because Carlton were worse and the umpires helped them.
That is true.
Yeah.
Collingwood, here's my big call. Collingwood won't make the 8 this year.
That's your big call. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I'm going to bounce off that, and I'm going to say my big call is that the Crows, they're going to finish top 4. Like you said they won't. I think the Crows are going to finish top 4.
They'll get 4th. If that. They won't get
We'll see. So this next segment that I like to call
Motch's 5.
The Motch 5 or the Motch View.
That shit.
That's a good name. So I think my first of the Motch's 5, I'm gonna go is on Sunday afternoon. Tex Walker at the Adelaide Oval kicking 4 goals. You know, it was.
Don't you mean Taylor Boakes?
Oh, sorry, Taylor Boakes, kicking 4 goals. Being at that game and seeing probably my childhood hero, Taylor Walker, my favourite player for my entire life, playing well and winding back the clock and kicking 4 goals in front of me, it was quite nice. Yeah. So the next one I'm gonna go is the Demons going 0-3.
That's good. I like that.
That's
a good one, Motch.
It was a good one. I enjoyed that. The Demons losing, of course. I don't like the Demons. I enjoy when the Demons lose, and for them to go.
Can you go into the backstory as to why you enjoy the Demons losing, Motch?
You know what?
I think you should go through that for our viewers, a lovely first-time viewers.
Yeah. So it all started back in 2015, I think it was, but I went to a 2017. It was I think 2017, 2016, but I went
16.
I don't know, I can't remember, but I went to a Bulldogs game in Melbourne, and we lost to the Demons. I was very upset. I cried. I was a little lad, and I was very upset, and I always didn't like the Demons. I never liked their players. Specifically, I didn't like Nathan Jones, their old captain, because he was stupid and bold. And
stupid and bold.
And I don't like their current captain because he's stupid and bold, Max Gorham. But then if we flash forward, Bulldogs just kept losing to the Demons, and it was very sad. And then 2021, I think it was.
Yeah.
And I was having a good year with my last year of high school. I was Bulldogs were playing well. We were top of the ladder for most of the year until we dropped down, and we made finals, right?
Yeah. That's good.
We made finals and we were winning a lot of games. We were winning a lot of games in the finals. We beat Essendon in the elimination final. We then beat Brisbane in a really close game in the semi-final.
Yeah.
And then in the prelim final, we beat Port Adelaide.
Yeah.
And I was at that game and I was having the time of my life. I'll play some footage at the end of me at the end of that game, me celebrating. But I don't think I've been much more happy than I've ever was, other than obviously 2016 when we won the grand final.
Yeah, let's go! Wow! Yeah! Let's go! Yeah!
But
he's getting teary-eyed.
Don't know. Yeah, I am crying. I know. But then in the 2021 grand final, we lost to Melbourne.
Yeah. And what did you bring out, Motch?
I brought out the cruisers as
He had a few of these.
I had.
Didn't you, Motch?
I had a few of them. I had
a few of those.
I had about 20 cruises and not many minutes.
No, not many minutes, did you?
No, I know. I was very upset at the end of that game, but you know what? We moved on, but then after that, we just have not been able to beat the Demons, and it just annoys me. But now that the Demons are shit and the Bulldogs are playing good, it makes me happy.
That's good. That's good to hear, Motch.
Anyway, my next one is from Saturday night. It was Tasmania getting a primetime slot for an AFL game.
Yeah.
The Hawks vs Giants being in Saturday night in Tasmania, it was quite nice. It was being Tasmanian descent. It was obviously good to see them finally getting some night games again. and soon that
What are your thoughts on the Tasmanians' new mascot?
the what's
Roo or something.
It's Roo. It's called Rumman.
Rumman,
The Tassie Devil. I think he's quite nice. I think he's really, when he first got announced, I thought this guy looks shit, but I think it's grown on me a bit, and I like that it does little poos with the footballs.
What?
It eats the football and then poos it out.
That's shit.
It's good. It's good.
It's like a fucking pinata.
No, it's good. My next one is actually the next one. The Motch 5 is actually from the same game.
What's the other 5?
I said the next one.
Oh, are you in your 4th or 5th?
I'm on the 4th one.
Okay.
We're in the next one from the same game. It was actually from the commentary team. It was Dwayne Russell commenting that game. And my favourite thing, the thing that's in the Motch 5 from that, is he kept calling Finn Callahan the Flying Finn. And I really liked that name. I think that name was like pretty cool.
What does that remind you of?
What does that remind me of?
Craig. What does Craig say?
Oh!
The
Higgins Flyer. The Higgins Flyer. We have a friend called Craig and he calls Higgins the Higgins Flyer, of course. Right. But the flying Finn, no, they're quite a good nickname for Finn Callahan. I quite enjoyed that, so that was my next one. And my number 5 is actually the recent news that's come out that Zach Butters might want to leave Port Adelaide. And Zach Butters was actually a Bulldogs fan when he was a kid, and I think that he might want to come.
Okay, I'm going to have to cut you off there, and we have to go into the Higgins is angry segment. Higgins is pretty fucking angry about this. Zach Butters is not going to a different club. He will not.
I think he might.
He's not!
I think that it's been said that he is not quite happy with Port Adelaide.
He never said that. He likes Port Adelaide. He loves it. He's a loyal man.
He hasn't been playing. I think he's been choosing to sit out.
Sure, yeah. He wants to get right back in there. He wants to play. He wants to play on Sunday. Well, but I don't think he should. He should come back for the Hawks game.
Well, what do you think about Zach?
I don't. So his contract's ending this. Is it 20? It's 2026 is ending.
This year is ending. I think.
I thought it was 2026.
I don't know. We have to look at that later.
Anyway, so he's going to become a free agent, and lots of other clubs are hungry for him because he's a very good player. I'd say
probably top 10.
Top 10 in the competition. So, the thing is, the most one that wants to buy him is probably Hawthorn.
Yeah.
It's between Hawthorn and Collingwood, probably.
Yeah.
They've got the capital to buy him.
Someone needs to just, kill them.
Yeah.
How do they keep getting able to...
AFL should put restrictions on them. And Butters is a cannon port player. You can't...
A cannon port
player?
He's
like having Travis Boak. It's like having Boak.
Can you tell us what a cannon port player means?
A cannon player is a person that's at a club and you think of them at that club. You can't think of them anywhere else.
Yeah.
He's in there till the end. He's a part of that club.
Yep.
He shouldn't leave.
Yep.
And I believe Zach Butters is a loyal man.
I think that.
He's quite close with Hinkley as well.
Yeah.
Which is good in this books, but since he's leaving, which is a bit tough there. But I don't think Butters is leaving. Port better match him in terms of the contract. I don't know what they're paying him now, but
we'll see. But anyway, I think that about ends Zotch for the week.
That's Zotch for the week. I hope you guys enjoyed our first episode, and stay tuned for the next one. We might do a vlog. Probably be another podcast next. So
next week for Gather Round, we'll have a few match day vlogs, I think.
Yeah, especially the Hawks and Port game.
Yep.
But Motch will be at a few of the other ones.
Yeah, I'll be able to vlog for them as well.
Yeah. Signing off from Zotch.
Goodbye, Zotch.
Zach?
Yeah, hi Joe, what's up?
Have you got lots of figures, have you?
Yeah.
How many would you have all up? Couple of hundred?
Well, I'm not interested in selling all of them, so it depends.
Yeah. But how many would you have?
Uh, I don't know, close to 800.
200? How many?
Close to 800.
Oh, 800 figures?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of figures you got, Zach?
Mostly Star Wars, but I'm selling most of my Marvel stuff.
Would you sell me a couple hundred Star Wars figures?
I don't know, I can't give you a definitive answer right now, because most of them I want to keep, but,
Where are you located?
in Adelaide,
Zach?
I'm in
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I'm in Adelaide too. Yeah, what suburb you in, though? It doesn't really matter.
I'm not sure if I'm comfortable telling you yet, mate.
Yeah, I understand. That's alright. Have you got a lot of Marvel figures?
Yeah, I've got a decent amount. I'm interested in selling all of those, really.
Yeah, how many Marvel figures would you have? Couple hundred?
Nah, I don't have hundreds. I've only got maybe 40, 50.
Any other figures?
Most of it's Star Wars. The rest of it will be like Lego City, a few like Ninjago, a few bits and pieces, you know.
Oh, okay.
But
You collect Star Wars, do you?
yeah.
I've got a Star Wars bundle if you're interested.
Potentially.
Would you sell me 200 Star Wars figures?
I don't know. I have to go through my collection to see what I want to keep still. So,
Oh, yeah.
are you after any specific ones, or
Nah,
you just want a bulk?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get back to you on that, mate.
Yeah, when? Today?
Roughly today or tomorrow.
Yeah. Have you got any good figures?
Yeah, I got quite a bit, but I'm probably not. It's just like I've got quite a lot, but the best ones I don't really want to sell. So.
No, I don't want the best ones. So, I've got a Star Wars bulk lot, and I'm happy to swap for some figures.
Yeah, I'm not really. I'm trying to downsize my collection a little bit. So.
How much would you do for 200 Star Wars figures?
Well, I'm not sure if I can sell 200.
What about 100 and 100 Marvel?
I don't have 100 Marvel.
But 100, you got about 40 Marvel.
But I want to sell. I want to sell the sets, so I don't. So I don't want to sell those figures I've currently got up within that bulk. So I can still sell you the rest of the Marvel figures, but I want to keep those to actually sell with the set. So if you're interested in buying the set as well,
Yeah, but how many spare Marvel figures would you have?
probably about 30, 40. I'm not sure right now. I haven't counted really.
How much would you take for that?
Because I got a few good ones in there, like I don't know, Corvus Glaive and stuff like that. He's $50 by himself. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, how much would you take for those?
That lot, maybe like 180, 200. I have to see what I got first.
Oh yeah, and could you do 100 Star Wars?
I have to take a look, so I have to get back to you on that, mate.
Oh yeah. Would you have a look today for me?
Yeah, I can have a look later today, but I'm a bit busy, so.
You work, do you, or you still go to school?
I'm at work, mate.
Oh, well, you're at work, are you? Oh yeah. No, I'm alright. Yeah. You interested in some bulk Star Wars?
No, not at the moment, mate. Sorry.
No worries. Yeah. All
Right.
right, Zachary.
I'll talk to you later.
Thanks, Zach.
Yeah, thanks.
No! No! That shit. He's a